What's going on, everybody? Something that I've been working on recently is getting a kind of SEO guide together. Really just breaking down what SEO is, why you should care about it, and then the steps you should be taking in order to actually effectively optimize your website, local listings, anything like that, so then you're able to be found online. And like I said, that's something that I've been working on now for a little while. But what I wanted to start off with first is why you should even really care about SEO. I get people that are on totally different spectrums of this debate. You know, SEO is awesome, or why the heck should I even care? So this video is really more for those people that don't know why they should care about SEO, or maybe they just don't know the full potential of it. So I'm just gonna break down a few reasons of why you should care. One, just right off the bat, that most people do know is it helps you get your page on Google. You know, it helps your page be found for terms that you want to be found for. So for example, for us, something like social media marketing in Milwaukee, you know, within the Milwaukee area. Something you may not know is that almost no one makes it past the first page of a Google search. Even more importantly than that, people don't really make it past the top 3 listings that are there. You know, past the ads, those top 3 ones that are there, you're not really gonna get a lot of clicks past those 3 for whatever keyword that you're trying to rank for. Something else that's pretty awesome about SEO is that there's so many more benefits than just actually getting on the front page of Google. In order to do that, a lot of things that you have to do to your website are like make sure that it's faster, make sure that it's user friendly, make sure that it reads well. So these are all things that Google is specifically looking for, but it also helps with the user experience of people on your website. So if someone gets there and they have a slow website, they don't really, they're not gonna wanna stick around. Sometimes they won't even wait for it to load if it's too long. So that's something that you really should care about, not only for Google's sake, but for the people that are gonna be visiting your website's sake. Another thing that a lot of people don't talk about when you think of SEO is local SEO. Things like local directories, Yelp being a really big one, Google Businesses, Google Maps, whatever you wanna call that. Bing, all those local directories that people do a Google search for you for, and those pop up first. So a lot of the times you will search for restaurants in your area, and you won't even see your restaurants actually listed there in your area. What you're gonna see is Yelp's top 10 or TripAdvisor's top 10, depending on what you're looking for. So making sure that if you're one of those businesses, like a restaurant for example, that those are the top listings when people search for you, you really have to make sure that you put a lot of effort into those. Not only making sure that they're completed, you've claimed them, but they also have accurate pictures on them, that you're updating the times on them. Like all things like that, a menu. Those things are incredibly important if that's one of the more popular directories in your space. And when you do that, it has a couple other side benefits as well. People tend to trust online reviews almost as much as in-person reviews. And that's because people are more willing to give reviews if they're pissed off, first of all, and it's so hard to get those bad reviews removed. So when you actually see a business with 4.5 and upwards of stars, you know that that's probably a good business. And another thing that's awesome about updating those directories is that it's almost like having another employee working for you. You have all of the information straight on a place where people can search for. If you are leaving your Yelp just completely blank, or you have your hours different from Google to Bing, if they're all different, people aren't gonna know when you're open or what deals you're currently running or if you have events going on. That's just an awesome way to get more of the stuff that you're actually doing out to the world, to the internet. And like I mentioned, those are just a few ways why you should care about SEO. I'm gonna be compiling a complete guide with a lot more videos like this, a lot more blogs, just full-on guide with all this kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. And until then, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.